Hi folks, welcome to a sunny Easter in Spain. Well, tomorrow's Easter, this is Saturday. Sunny day before Easter in Spain, and welcome to the channel. So today I'm going to talk about the reasons why I think Spain is a fantastic place to move to and a fantastic place to retire. So I thought rather than just sit in the apartment and do this video, I'd take a walk, and I'm going to walk to the beach through the forest that I keep talking about. It's not very far. I think it's about a half an hour walk. I was going to call this video "Don't Retire to Spain If You Don't Like These Things." Figure that out. And I thought I better not, because some people maybe think I'm being negative. For anyone who doesn't watch the channel, welcome. I'm in Guardamar del Segura, and it's the day before Easter. Funny, you know, I'm not as orientated as I thought I was, because I decided I'll follow Google, because with a wee stop off we're going to do halfway and I want to go there, so I thought I would just use Google's route, and Google started to take me in what I felt to me like the wrong direction. But no, forest coming up, it's only been a few minutes. Of course, we're never as smart as we think we are we? So on the way to the beach, I'm going to use this road because Google's brought me this way. But on the way back, go wild, see if I can walk across, see where I come out.
A few moments later.
Right, slight change of plan. I'm going to stay off the road, there's too many people, and there was a wee family there with pram, and I kept catching the pram, and then whenever I would stop it would catch me again. So I'm going to go down Hope off piste alongside the footpath if possible. This is better. Right, so getting back to the video, which is really my top reasons why I think Spain is, if not the perfect place in Europe, certainly one of the most perfect places in Europe to move and live or retire. And as usual with me, in no particular order, it's great to be walking somewhere where I'm not having to pant. The last video took me a couple of days to recover, nearly murdered me, but it was fantastic, just absolutely fantastic. It felt like such an achievement. I wish I had got to the top. Right, so before I start, I have to qualify this, because there's tons of things. I could think of loads of other things. These are just things that came to mind as for me as my experience, but there's many other things, and there's lots of cons, far more pros. But for someone from the UK or Ireland or anywhere in Europe really, Spain's a great spot. It's first of all very accessible. No matter where you are in Europe, you'll get flights here, and you'll get flights here cheap, because all the low cost airlines are here. Also tons of international airports, so it's a fantastic spot for anyone European from that point of view, or English or Northern Irish. Then there's the weather. So I'll come under a bit of criticism, a couple of videos for complaining a wee bit about the weather, but I'm not really, that wasn't really complaining about it. The weather's fantastic. Very mild winter compared to UK, but still a bit cold, or still cold. But weather's fantastic. Here we are, first week in April, and the weather's just absolutely beautiful. It's not that boiling Spanish heat, it's just really, really nice. And it's been like that for a couple of weeks now. Cost of living, it's not a miles cheaper than where I'm from, but if you decide that you're going to be careful about where you're going to spend money, you can live, I would say, this is just my guess, you can live with cost of living, and I mean groceries and meals out and all that sort of stuff, maybe 40% less. You've Lidl and Asda and wee restaurants everywhere. Any type of food you want, you'll get. The advantage of a place, obviously, that caters for tourists is you get a far bigger variety of everything. But things like Coca-Cola and beer and oh, you go on, much cheaper than home. Certainly dining out's much cheaper than home. There are some things that are more expensive. If you like your treats like Mars bars and Snickers and that sort of thing, they're very expensive here. Where you can go into Asda and buy Asda chocolate, which is very nice, by the way, as I've discovered. Dirt cheap. But yeah, definitely lower standard of living allows you, with your budget, a better standard of living. Right, anything else? I could go on all day. I mean, there's so many advantages to Spain. If you were somewhere else in Europe, some of the cheaper places, Bulgaria, for example, I was in Bulgaria and liked Bulgaria, but I wouldn't live there. You know, it's not as advanced. A lot of poverty in Bulgaria and cold winters and things like that. And you find that with most of the cheaper places that people talk about, you really do pay the price. For in Spain, you don't really. You're getting everything you need a bit cheaper, as long as you're willing to put up with a short and not too bad but cold winter. Europe isn't particularly cheap compared to places in for example, Southeast Asia, and especially Western Europe. But I would say Spain must be the cheapest place to live in Western Europe, and with it having such a fantastic climate, you know, it has to be right top of the list for anyone trying to choose where to live. I've walked myself now into the brush. Then you have the outdoor life with the good weather. There's so much to do, whatever your wish. Should it be parachute jumping, surfing? Oh, you could just go on all day. You'll get it here. Now, for me, I haven't done many of those things, but it's turned into walking, rambling. There's walks everywhere, mile climbs through to fairly severe climbs, and everywhere you go. I mean, in this area alone in Guadalmar, there's lots of places to walk like this. Right, so this is where we're heading for first, just before we go to the beach. That's obviously what it used to look like, and that's where we're going, and we have a path. But yeah, there's so much to do, and I have a bucket list I've written out. I don't know when I'm ever going to get around to doing it, but no matter what your bucket list is, should it be bungee jumping and paragliding and all those things, or parasailing, or cliff climbing, or whatever, you can do it here. This is never a good sign. Not a clue. There's nothing there in English, so I don't know what that means. Is the place I'm going to closed? Didn't look like the sort of place it was closed. Anyway, keep going. Wee tip when you're walking, for anyone who was as big an amateur as me when I started, don't come to places like this with flip-flops or anything on, even with shoes and socks on. You have to stop occasionally to get all the wee spaggy bits out of your feet. Right, what's next? I do think where I was going was in beyond that fence. I was also the only person anywhere near here. Now, this happens to me all the time in Guadalmar. So, you feel like you're in the middle of nowhere, in the wilderness. And then quite often the hotels will start popping up right beside you. I think I'm about halfway. I'll have to get Google out and have a look. I could be on my way back. Don't don't know if you can see it, but the castle's down there. No points, just a fence. Hopefully got a good picture of it with the drone. By the way, the drone is up there. Oh, steep, down, oh. If I go down there, my feet get through the sand. Hold on. How wonderful is this? Cheers. Amazing. I was expecting lots of people to be down walking around, but there's a fair few on the path, but no one else, no one inland. Right, I'm nearly at the beach I think now. Right. I don't know if you consider this lost. But seeing as the area isn't that big, how lost could you be? Right, so other reasons why I feel that Spain's a fantastic place to move to and live or retire. Safe, very safe country. I've done a video where I went right through the statistics and all of safety, but it's a very safe place to live. I've never felt anything. Walking late at night in quiet places, it just feels very safe. Right, another one would be there's so many places to visit, so many things to do, whether you're interested in castles or Roman life or museums. You can see the amount of places I've been to in just in this area alone, and I haven't been to half the places there are. I still have a list. Getting quite steep. But yeah, endless amount of day trips and things to do if you're living here. Isn't that nice? I see the sea. You learn things about yourself all the time. Since I've started travelling, the amount of things that I didn't realise, like, see, walking down that path, I couldn't do it. I just want to get off and see what's in here. Go off piste. Wouldn't you have thought there'd been a lot of animals in a place like this? Maybe there are and you can't see them, but there's no noise. Not even sure I can hear birds. Maybe they have an early siesta. No Easter eggs this year, no Easter eggs last year either. And saying that, I had to buy a few. You always do. And my lovely niece Emma does that for me and gives them out. Next, property prices and rental. Now you can pay a fortune in Spain, very expensive, obviously, houses and villas and apartments, but also you can get some really reasonable apartments, either to buy or rent. The best apartment that I've seen, I look in all the windows, in a nice spot. It's a small apartment but very nice, very well finished, with swimming pool, air conditioning, everything. It was 42,000 and it was only inland about a mile. And you think, where would you get that? You certainly wouldn't get that in the UK. As far as rental goes, if you're in a real budget, and for example if you didn't care about a pool, you'll get somewhere to live in the region of about €300 a month, which is fantastic. And for a pool, I feel you'll pay an extra 100 at minimum. So around, well actually I may have seen a few at 350. They're very old, but there's so many places where your money will go a long way, especially if you're willing to go inland a bit, you know. But I'm on the coast and I've done my how much it costs me to live in Spain video link, and for me very low cost really, especially considering the nice apartment I live in. My setup is that I just go down to the wee office, the bottom floor, pay for my rent and my electric every month. I pay them cash and it's just so easy. Definitely not dog friendly beaches in this part of Spain anyway. Right, next, the beaches. Now, my first few months here, I was quite disappointed because you drove to the beaches, there were thousands of people, you couldn't move, you can't bring your dog anywhere. But then I discovered, if you're willing to walk, there's loads of places like this. Folks, I hope you enjoyed the video and the wee walk. I've decided I'm gonna walk in the direction that I think my apartment is, and I'm not going to use Google at all, and see where it takes me. So this is Saturday, tomorrow's Easter Sunday. If this isn't on tomorrow, I'm probably still walking about here. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, subscribe, it'd be fantastic. I'm nearly at 1,000 subscribers. I can't believe it. I never thought I would get to 1,000. I'm heading there now. So subscribe would be fantastic. Thumbs up really helps the channel, and I'd love to hear your comments. But until next time, bye for now.